Hello guys, welcome in today's lesson with the Unza graduate teacher. In today's lesson we are looking at the science paper 1 2023 GCE exam. We are going to look at the questions 5 and question 6. So we're going to look at question 5 and question 6 for today in this paper. So according to the question, it was saying, so question 5 was saying, a bullet passes through a wooden block 0.80 meters thick. The velocity of a bullet reduces from 700 meters per second to 300 meters per second as it passes through the block. If the mass of the bullet is 100 grams, calculate the work done by the bullet in kilojoules. So these were the multiple choice. So what you need to understand here is that first of all, so to determine the work done by the bullet, so what you need to understand is that as it passes through the block, we apply the work done energy what theorem. So this theorem states that the net work done on an object is equal to its change in kinetic energy. So according to this question, you have to identify the given what parameters. So in this question, so the problem provides the following physical quantities for the bullet. So it's telling us that this one is the initial velocity. This one is the final velocity. So that's what you need to understand. So for you to calculate the change in kinetic energy, so what you need to understand here is that the question is saying that you must calculate the work done by the bullet. So they want you to find the work done. So what you need to understand is that the work done by the bullet on a block is equal to the loss in the bullet energy. So we are going to define this work done as kinetic energy. So this formula that we are going to use here, we are going to use the formula for what? For kinetic energy. So the formula that we are going to use for kinetic energy, we are not going to use the kinetic energy is equals to 1/2 m times v squared. This one we are not going to use this one. In this case, what we are going to use right now, we are going to say kinetic energy is equals to 1/2. So we're going to say multiply by mass, open bracket, you say. So what you're going to say here, you're going to say initial velocity square d minus final velocity square d, then you close the what? The bracket. So this is the formula that you are supposed to use. So in this question, this height is not necessary, and you're not supposed to use this height in such a question when you're given such a question. When you're given such a question, you have to use the what? The formula for what? For kinetic energy. But like I've said, that the work done by the bullet on the block is equal to the loss in the bullet energy. So the one that you use is for the kinetic energy. So now, so like we know that kinetic energy, this is the energy that a body possesses, which is moving, which is doing work. So no wonder we are using this formula. So we are going to say, we are going to now replace the things here, the quantities. So we are going to say, so 1/2. So the mass, what you need to understand about the mass. The mass is in grams. So you have to convert it now in kg by dividing by 1000. So you're going to say 10 grams over 1000. Cancel. So you're going to find the 0.01 kg. That means you have converted. So here you're going to put the multiply by 0.01. Then here you're going to say you're going to put the 700 squared minus 300 squared. It's what you're going to do. So after that, you're going to find. So when you divide, if you want, you can say when you multiply 1 times 0.01, then you divide by 2. It will give you. It's going to give you 0.005. Then you multiply by the things that are in the brackets. So 700 squared, it will give you 490. So it will give you 490,000. It will give 490,000. Then you say minus. Again 300 squared, it will give you 90,000. 90,000. So what you are going to do right now? So you have to subtract this one minus this one. That means you are going to multiply 0.005 multiply by, when you subtract this one minus this one, it will give you 400,000. So it will give you 400,000. When you multiply 0.005 multiply by 400,000, it's going to give you 200 or 2000 watt joules. So the question, the one that you are finding, they were in joules. So now the answer, it was saying calculate the work done by the bullet in kilojoules. For you to convert this joules to kilojoules, again you have to divide it by 1000. When you divide this by 1000, it will give you 2000 over 1000, it will be 2. So now that means it will no longer be joules, it will be kilojoules. So the answer here is supposed to be B, kilojoules. So now we are looking at question 6 now. According to question 6, the question was saying an elevator ascends at a constant speed of 1 meter per second. So an elevator. So the total mass of the elevator is 1000 kg. You're given that gravitational field strength is equals to the 10 Newton per kg, which is the acceleration due to gravity. So the question was saying, calculate the power required to raise it to this speed. So what you need to understand is that the problem describes an elevator moving upward at a constant velocity. In short, at a constant speed. So to maintain this motion here, according to this question, the upward force provided by the motor must balance the downward gravitational force acting on the on the elevator. That's what it means. So now what you need to understand, the total mass that you have been given here is 1000 kg. So with constant speed at 1 meter per second. They have also given you acceleration due to gravity. So calculating the force required here. So what you need to understand, for you to find the power, you are going to say power is equals to force times V, or you say power is equals to force times speed. So now that's what the formula that you're going to use on this question. So now for you to find the power required, what you need to do is that you must understand according to Newton's first law. Since the elevator is moving at a constant speed, the net force is 0. So therefore The upward force exerted by the cable must be equal in the magnitude to the weight of the what? Elevator. So now, what are we going to do right now? So for us to find the force here, what are we are going to do right now? We are going to use the formula for force. We say force is equals to mass times acceleration. So according to so it will be mass is force equals to mass times mg. That's how it's supposed to be. Acceleration due to gravity. So mass times acceleration due to gravity. So now the mass you have been given is 1000 kg. So we're going to say 1000 kg multiplied by 10 Newton per kg. So now the answer the force that you're going to find it is 10,000 Newton is the answer that you're going to find. So now what you're going to do next, you're going to say power, you're going to find the power. You're going to say force times the velocity. So this speed, you're going to multiply, you're going to say the power that you're going to find, you're going to say power is equals to force, the one you found, which is 10,000 Newton, multiplied by the velocity or the speed. So you're going to say 1 meter multiplied by 1 meter per second. So now the power that you're going to find is going to be, so the power that you're going to find right now is going to be you're going to find it's going to be 10,000 watts. So the answer here is supposed to be C. So guys, thank you very much for having time to watch my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more future lessons with the UNZA graduate teacher. See you in the next video, guys.